I can hear the demons call when they do what they do. And now I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you. I know that time can heal it all, I just gotta get through. I just gotta get through, I just gotta get through.
Hey gearheads, welcome back to Steel and Style Garage channel. Today we're taking the Jeep Wrangler Unlimited and pushing its limits with insane modifications. From JDM to muscle car, off-road to luxury VIP, we're exploring all kinds of styles, including 3 jaw-dropping custom-painted Jeeps at the end.
It all if you're patient and soon it can all be worth it, all the searching. Pain is never really permanent, but damn it hurts, man. I could feel all of the turbulence and it's concerning. I've been searching for a purpose, I hope it's worth it. This society is really trying me. Ain't no hide and seek, I hide to be far from anxiety. I need my space, I need my...
So don't skip a second. If you love car mods, hit that subscribe button, like this video, and drop a comment on your favorite build. Now let's dive in.
That's all I'm learning. Hope that we can make a turn and start reversing. All our minds, we put the work in, we got some work, man.
JDM and Jeep Wrangler? Sounds crazy, right? But if you're a true car modder, you know there are no limits in customization. To give the Wrangler a proper JDM look, we'd start with a sleek, wide-body kit inspired by Japanese legends like the Nissan GT-R and Toyota Supra. Think about aggressive, flared fenders blending smoothly into the stock bodywork, complemented by custom side skirts that sit low while maintaining off-road practicality. We'd drop the ride height using a fully adjustable coilover suspension, allowing the Jeep to sit low yet still perform when needed. For the wheels, deep dish TE37s or NK RPF1s wrapped in stretched tires will bring that classic JDM feel. A custom front bumper with a larger grille opening and integrated lip splitter will help airflow, while the rear gets a GT-style diffuser and a roof-mounted wing, yes, a big one. Now let's talk about aesthetics. To match JDM street builds, the Wrangler could be wrapped in a color-shifting midnight purple, similar to the iconic R34 GT-R, or go bold with a bright Bayside blue. Vinyl livery featuring kanji characters, cherry blossom graphics, or even sponsor-style decals would add an extra layer of authenticity. Lighting plays a huge role in JDM aesthetics. So we'd swap in LED projector headlights with a blue tint and add underglow lights that pulse with the engine revs. A straight-piped titanium exhaust would complete the package, making the Jeep scream like a turbocharged RX-7 on a midnight highway run. Inside, a pair of Bride Low Max bucket seats, a suede Momo steering wheel, and a short-throw shifter would refine the driving experience. JDM purists, what do you think? Would you roll in a JDM-inspired Jeep? Drop a comment below. Number 2. The Apocalypse Overlord, the ultimate off-road monster. Built for survival, this Jeep features a reinforced exoskeleton roll cage, bulletproof Kevlar body panels, and night vision LED floodlights mounted on a fully custom roof rack. The matte black paint job is accented by glowing biohazard graphics that illuminate under UV light. Massive 44-inch all-terrain tires on forged beadlock wheels ensure it dominates any environment, while a reinforced skid plate and adjustable, long-travel suspension provide unstoppable off-road performance. The exhaust system features a flamethrower mode for dramatic effect, and a heavy-duty winch is integrated into a military-style front bumper. Number 3. The Dragon Emperor, a rolling art piece. This Jeep is pure automotive artistry. The entire body is hand airbrushed with a mythological golden dragon coiling across the panels, its scales shimmering in the light with an iridescent effect. The body kit is sculpted to resemble dragon wings, extending into a sculpted active rear spoiler. Gold-plated 24-inch deep-lip forged wheels add elegance, while custom-built LED underglow lighting gives the illusion of the dragon breathing fire beneath the Jeep. The taillights are designed in the shape of dragon eyes, glowing ominously at night. The quad-tip titanium exhaust emits a roaring sound, reminiscent of a beast waking from slumber. Stancing a Jeep Wrangler is an idea that defies expectations, but that's what makes it so sick. Imagine seeing a Wrangler slam to the pavement, running massive negative camber and tucking deep dish wheels into widened fenders. To achieve this, we'd start with an air suspension system with full electronic management, allowing the driver to adjust ride height with precision. At its lowest setting, the Jeep would sit just a few millimeters off the ground, with the fenders perfectly hugging a set of ultra-wide 3-piece wheels, something like Workmeister S1s or BBS LMRs, finished in brushed gold or candy red. The wheel specs would be aggressive, running something like 20 cows 12 inches in the rear with stretched tires for that classic stance look. A fully custom wide-body kit with riveted over fenders, a deep front lip, and aggressive side skirts will make this Jeep look like it belongs at a Tokyo Drift event. To maintain that sleek, clean aesthetic, we'd opt for a minimalist color scheme. Imagine a satin pearl white or a pastel gray with deep black accents. A ducktail spoiler mounted on the tailgate adds just enough aggression without going overboard. Smoked-out LED taillights and sequential front turn signals keep the lighting modern and stylish. To enhance aerodynamics, a smooth, shaved front grille and vented hood would help airflow while maintaining that street-look perfection. Inside, we'd go for a VIP-inspired interior featuring diamond-stitched Alcantara door panels, starlight, roof headliner, and a digital cluster to modernize the cabin. While this Wrangler won't be hitting the trails anytime soon, it would absolutely own the streets and car shows. Would you dare to stance a Wrangler, or do you think this is too wild? Tell us in the comments. What happens when you mix European performance aesthetics with the raw presence of a Jeep Wrangler? You get something truly next level. For a proper Euro-style build, we'd take inspiration from high-end German SUVs like the Mercedes-AMG G-Wagon and Porsche Cayenne Turbo. The first step? A custom aerodynamic body kit with smooth, flowing lines to replace the Wrangler's boxy aggression. The grille would be swapped for a sleeker, vertical slat design reminiscent of AMG styling, while the front bumper gets integrated air vents and LED daytime running lights. A satin finish body color, such as matte Nardo gray, deep midnight blue, or satin bronze, would give it that high-class European aesthetic. Wheels? We'd go with forged BBS FIRs or HRE performance wheels, finished in gloss black or brushed silver. For an aggressive stance, a lowered adaptive suspension system replaces the traditional solid axles, making this Jeep feel more like a track-focused SUV than a rock crawler. Now, let's add some premium European touches. The taillights would be swapped for OLED units, similar to the latest BMW M cars, featuring animated lighting sequences. A quad-exit titanium exhaust, with tips integrated into a rear diffuser, gives this Wrangler the deep, aggressive growl of an Audi RS6. The roof would be modified to include a panoramic sunroof, a rare touch on Wranglers, but one that fits perfectly with a luxury Euro build. Inside, we'd completely transform the interior to match the finest European Grand Tourers. Quilted Napa leather seats with contrast stitching, a Burmester or Bang & Olufsen sound system, and a fully digital instrument cluster running a custom interface. This Wrangler wouldn't just look premium, it would feel like a high-end executive SUV. What if we took the raw, aggressive soul of a Dodge Challenger Hellcat and fused it with the rugged personality of a Jeep Wrangler? A muscle car-style Wrangler is all about brutal power, wide stance, and head-turning presence. Under the hood, we'd drop in a supercharged 6.2L Hemi Hellcat V8, pushing over 800 horsepower, making this Jeep an absolute beast on the streets. A custom straight-piped exhaust with side-exit tips would let this thing roar like an old-school '69 Charger, while an upgraded 8-speed automatic transmission ensures that power is delivered with precision. To complete the muscle car vibe, we'd install a functional cowl induction hood to channel cool air directly into the engine bay, adding to the aggressive look while enhancing performance. Now let's get into the styling. This Wrangler wouldn't just be about raw speed, it has to look the part too. Massive fender flares, inspired by Dodge's wide-body Challenger, would accommodate deep-dish American racing torque thrust wheels, wrapped in 305 wide tires for that staggered muscle car stance. A front splitter and a rear ducktail spoiler, both finished in gloss black, would enhance aerodynamics without taking away from the Jeep's rugged roots. The paint? Nothing less than a classic muscle car color like plum-crazy purple Hemi orange or jet black with twin racing stripes. Inside, the cabin would get a muscle car makeover, featuring leather-wrapped bucket seats, a pistol grip shifter, and a retro-styled gauge cluster with white-faced dials. Imagine launching this monster at a drag strip and surprising every Camaro and Mustang in sight. Would you love to see a muscle Jeep dominating the streets? Or is this build just too insane? Tell us in the comments. What happens when you mix a Jeep Wrangler with the underground world of street racing? You get a one-of-a-kind tuner-style Jeep, blending aggressive aero, high-performance tuning, and Japanese street culture. First off, the engine needs serious upgrades. A twin-turbo setup strapped onto a 3.6L Pentastar V6, or better yet, an engine swap with a Nissan RB26 or Toyota 2J Zeeg would push this Jeep past the 700 horsepower mark. Pair that with a tuned ECU, a high-flow intake, and a lightweight titanium exhaust, and you've got a Wrangler that could gap some serious street machines. A 6-speed manual conversion would make sure this build stays true to tuner culture, giving drivers full control over every shift. On the exterior, a full wide-body kit inspired by Rocket Bunny or Pandem would give the Wrangler an aggressive street racer stance. A vented carbon fiber hood, a deep front splitter, and a GT-style rear wing would add both function and form, improving downforce at high speeds. For the wheels, lightweight Volk Racing TE37s or Advan RGD2s wrapped in low-profile performance tires would be the perfect match, keeping the Jeep planted during hard cornering. Lighting plays a big role in tuner builds, so this Jeep would get custom LED underglow, sequential taillights, and JDM-inspired halo headlights to complete the look. A neon Tokyo Night purple wrap with anime-inspired decals would make this build truly stand out, while the interior gets Recaro bucket seats, a short throw shifter, and a custom-built digital racing dash. A Jeep Wrangler built for pure luxury and VIP elegance? Oh yeah, we're taking things way beyond expectations. Forget the rugged off-road look. This build is all about opulence, sophistication, and executive-level comfort. The first step? A complete lowered air suspension system, allowing the Jeep to sit ultra-low when parked, giving it that signature VIP stance. The bodywork would be smoothed out and sculpted, with custom chrome delete accents, a panoramic glass roof, and a fully enclosed rear for an SUV-like silhouette. A set of 22-inch multi-spoke Forgiato wheels wrapped in ultra-low-profile tires would replace the usual off-road setup, finished in chrome, gloss black, or even rose gold for that high-end feel. The exterior color? Nothing less than a deep obsidian, black with a pearl effect, or maybe a two-tone Rolls-Royce-inspired paint scheme with gold accents. Now, step inside. This isn't just a Jeep anymore, it's a rolling executive lounge. The cabin would be wrapped in hand-stitched Napa leather, Alcantara, and real wood trim, featuring diamond-stitched seats, a Starlight LED headliner, and a champagne cooler in the rear. A fully digital infotainment system with a premium Bang & Olufsen sound system would turn this into a mobile concert hall. We'd even add rear captain's chairs with massage and reclining features. Because why? Not make this the most comfortable Jeep on the planet? For added exclusivity, a Maybach-inspired partition with ambient lighting separates the driver from the passengers, creating a VIP lounge on wheels. Under the hood, this build would get a smooth, torquey twin-turbo V8, tuned for effortless highway cruising. The exhaust would be whisper-quiet in comfort mode, but let out a deep, menacing growl in sport mode. And to ensure this luxury Jeep keeps its exclusivity, it would come with fully bulletproof windows and armor plating, making it the ultimate VIP escape vehicle. A Jeep Wrangler built for drifting? Sounds crazy, but that's exactly why we're doing it. Imagine this off-road beast transformed into a full-blown drift machine, capable of sliding through corners like a Nissan Silvia or a Toyota AE86. To achieve that, we'd start with a fully reinforced rear-wheel drive conversion, ditching the 4WD system in favor of a locked, limited slip differential for ultimate control over power slides. Under the hood, a 2JZ GTE from a Supra or a LS3 V8 from a Corvette would bring the power, tuned to produce over 600 horsepower. A sequential transmission with paddle shifters would ensure lightning-fast shifts, keeping the Jeep in the perfect drift zone. And of course, a hydraulic handbrake is a must, allowing the driver to initiate insane sideways action at a moment's notice. The bodywork would take inspiration from Formula Drift cars featuring a massive wide-body kit to accommodate deep dish Workmeister wheels, wrapped in low-profile Falcon RT660 tires for maximum grip. The suspension would be completely reworked, with custom coilovers and angle kits, allowing for extra steering angle. Because let's face it, a stock Jeep isn't exactly built for high-speed slides. At the rear, a GT-style wing, similar to what you'd see on a Nissan GT-R drift build, would add downforce while looking absolutely insane. A custom livery inspired by Japanese Touge racers, maybe a mix of anime graphics, sponsor logos, and neon underglow, would make this build stand out under city lights. Inside, we'd add Sparco racing bucket seats, a full-roll cage, a Motec digital dash, and a carbon fiber steering wheel for the ultimate track-ready feel. Imagine throwing this Jeep sideways through a mountain pass or a drift circuit. Would you love to see a drift Jeep become a reality? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Now, let's take a step back in time and build a Jeep with classic hot rod flair. This isn't just any Wrangler. This is a rolling piece of vintage Americana inspired by the 30s and 40s hot rod culture. The first and most important upgrade? A massive supercharged V8, sticking right through the hood with a polished blower and velocity stacks, just like an old-school Ford coupe. A custom rear-wheel drive conversion with a solid rear axle setup would help transfer all that raw power to the pavement. To make sure this Jeep has the right stance, we'd lower the front end slightly while keeping the rear jacked up with big, fat drag radials, creating that classic rake stance. The exterior would be where this build truly shines. A deep candy red or jet black paint job with traditional flame decals licking up the hood and fenders would give this Wrangler that unmistakable hot rod presence. Chrome everywhere. Grille, bumpers, side exhaust pipes, and custom 5-spoke Cregar wheels would ensure this Jeep looks straight out of the 1950s drag racing scene. The roof could be chopped slightly to create a more streamlined silhouette, and classic round headlights with yellow-tinted lenses would add to the vintage look. Inside, we'd go for a retro-inspired cockpit featuring white leather tuck-and-roll seats, a Moon Equipment-style steering wheel, and a classic Hurst shifter with a skull shift knob for extra attitude. Performance-wise, this Jeep wouldn't just be a showpiece. It would be a quarter-mile monster. A straight-piped side-exit exhaust would make it loud enough to set off car alarms, while a custom 4-speed drag transmission would ensure brutal acceleration. Now we're getting back to Jeep's true roots, but we're taking things to a whole new level. This off-road hot overlanding build is designed to dominate any terrain, whether it's deep in the desert, climbing a rocky mountain, or crossing a muddy jungle. First, the suspension gets a complete overhaul. We're talking King remote reservoir shocks, a long travel independent front suspension, and a solid axle swap in the rear for unbeatable articulation. The ground clearance is raised by at least 6 inches, thanks to heavy-duty coilovers and extended control arms, allowing this beast to roll over boulders like they're speed bumps. A set of massive 40-inch BF Goodrich KO2 tires on 17-inch beadlock wheels ensures unstoppable grip on sand, rock, and mud. The body modifications would be pure function over form, but that doesn't mean it won't look mean as hell. A steel front bumper with a built-in winch, custom skid plates, and rock sliders protect the underbody from harsh terrain. Up top, we'd mount a full roof rack with a rooftop tent, a high-lift jack, and a fuel canister system for true overlanding adventures. LED light bars would be mounted on the roof, fenders, and grille for maximum nighttime visibility, making this Jeep look like a mobile light show in the wilderness. A snorkel intake would allow it to wade through deep rivers, while a custom-built side exit exhaust would keep it from getting clogged with mud and debris. Inside, this Jeep is built to be self-sufficient on long expeditions. A fully equipped survival interior includes custom MOLLE panel storage, a fridge, freezer unit, and a fold-out cooking setup. A dual battery system ensures that all electronics, including GPS navigation, solar-powered charging stations, and onboard air compressors, work flawlessly in the middle of nowhere. And for that extra touch of adventure luxury, heated and ventilated Recaro off-road seats wrapped in waterproof Alcantara, because why not stay comfortable while conquering the wild? These designs push the boundaries of creativity and customization. Number 1. Fire and flames, engulfed in pure heat. First up, we've got the ultimate hot-headed Jeep, a Wrangler that looks like it's tearing through the streets engulfed in flames. The airbrushed, hyper-realistic fire graphics stretch across the hood, fenders, and side panels, giving the illusion that the body is literally burning as it moves. This isn't your basic red and yellow flame job. We're talking about deep orange embers, dark smoke accents, and glowing hot blue streaks, creating an effect that looks like molten lava coursing through the vehicle's veins. To make the flames really pop, the base coat is jet black, creating a dramatic contrast that makes the fire appear alive. The front grille gets a forged carbon fiber finish, subtly resembling charred remains, while the wheels feature fire-red pinstriping around the rims. Even the LED headlights are modified with a flickering flame effect, giving the Jeep a completely menacing nighttime presence. Inside, the theme continues with black leather seats accented with red-hot stitching, flame-etched aluminum door sills, and a custom LED-lit dashboard that flickers like embers in a fire pit. Number 2. Dragon's Wrath, the mythical beast, comes to life. For those who love powerful mythical creatures, we're bringing a fire-breathing dragon to life on the Jeep Wrangler's bodywork. This black and red-themed masterpiece features a massive, hand-painted dragon that wraps around the Jeep, its scaly tail curling along the doors while its fierce head dominates the hood. The dragon's piercing red eyes glow at night, thanks to a custom LED lighting effect embedded into the airbrush design. Every individual scale is airbrushed with a metallic sheen, so when light hits the body at different angles, the dragon appears to shimmer and move. The Jeep's aggressive stance is enhanced with deep red beadlock wheels, featuring claw mark designs on the rims. The front grille is custom cut into a dragon fang pattern, and the exhaust tips are shaped like dragon's breath ports, giving off an aggressive look when flames spit out under acceleration. Inside, we carry the theme even further. Custom dragon-scale leather seats, a red-stitched Alcantara steering wheel, and backlit dragon emblems on the dashboard make the interior just as fearsome as the exterior. This build is pure fantasy meets muscle, turning a Jeep into a legendary beast on 4 wheels. Number 3. Cyberpunk Future. A sci-fi Jeep from the year 2099. If fire and dragons aren't your style, how about something straight out of the future? Our Cyberpunk Future concept brings neon streaks, glitch effects, and holographic paint to the rugged Jeep Wrangler, making it look like a vehicle stolen from a sci-fi metropolis. The matte black base paint is infused with a light reactive finish, so under UV lights or at night, electric blue circuit board patterns and glowing pink accents come to life, creating a true high-tech aesthetic. The hood features a geometric glitch effect, making it look like the Jeep is digitizing into cyberspace, while neon-accented air vents give off a Tron-like glow. The grille is reworked into a pixelated design, and fiber optic underglow lighting makes the Jeep look like it's floating. The wheels are wrapped in semi-transparent covers that emit a pulsing light effect, a tech-inspired touch that turns heads at every car meet. Inside, we install an interactive AI-based dashboard with holographic displays, touch-sensitive controls, and a neon-lit yoke-style steering wheel inspired by futuristic hypercars. If there was ever a Jeep built for the neon-lit streets of Tokyo in 2099, this is it. Would you drive this cyberpunk beast?
I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I got eyes in the back of my head.
And there you have it. 10 insane Jeep Wrangler Unlimited modifications, pushing this legendary off-roader into styles it was never meant to embrace, but somehow completely owns. From JDM-inspired track builds to flame-spitting hot rods, and even a fully cyberpunk transformation, we've covered some of the craziest, most creative builds imaginable. But now, we want to hear from you. Which one of these custom builds is your absolute favorite? Would you take the Stance Jeep for a low and wide cruise? Would you dare to drift a Wrangler? Or maybe you're all about overlanding and ready to take on the wild? Let us know in the comments below. And hey, if you've got your own Jeep mod ideas, drop them in the chat. We love seeing the creativity of our Steel and Style garage community.
Cause I'ma live life for the fight, yeah, I'm here to get it. I got drive, got sight, always have a vision. I go by at night, I be in my feelings.
If you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of wild Wrangler builds, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss an episode. More crazy custom cars are coming your way, including the 3 special custom builds we promised at the start of the video. Stay tuned for those, and as always, keep building, keep modifying, and keep pushing the limits of style and performance. See you in the next one.
Got reason if you wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed 'em. If you're coming for me, hope you